I'm going to explain the difference between sensory issues with food and inflexibility issues with food when it comes to kids with ADHD. Let me start off with using my son as an example. So my son is 25 now. He doesn't like mushrooms. He doesn't like avocados. He just doesn't like the texture of them. That is a sensory issue with food. He doesn't like the texture and the fact that they're mushy. That's not going to change. That's kind of set where it is. Okay, and that's fine. Certain people just don't like the textures of certain foods. That's different from food inflexibility. What I often see in families of kids with ADHD is they accommodate their child's inflexibility around food. And what happens is when the child says, well, I don't want this, they say, okay, when they make chicken nuggets or whatever it is. So when you accommodate inflexibility around food, it causes inflexibility to get worse. And that can develop into what's called ARFID, avoidant and restrictive food intake disorder, which is a clinical diagnosis. The good news is ARFID is treatable, and what I suggest if somebody feels that their child might meet the criteria for ARFID because they are so inflexible around their eating and the foods they will eat, what I suggest is finding a clinician who has done the SPACE training in ARFID, as I have. So SPACE is an acronym for Supportive Parenting of Anxious Childhood Emotions, and what it does, it teaches parents how to not accommodate inflexibility, in this case with food. It's an evidence-based approach, and it is used for anxiety, but it also has now applications for ARFID. So it's not something I have time to do, but that's what I would suggest. I have an interview with the creator of SPACE, Dr. Ellie Leibowitz, at my YouTube channel you can check out. We don't talk about this specific topic, but I do want to have him back on to talk about this. So there's a difference between sensory issues around food, like my son has with things that are mushy, and then inflexibility issues around food. I think that often parents mistake inflexibility issues around food for sensory issues, so that's why I wanted to discern the difference. Hope this is helpful. I will speak to you soon. Take care.